The approved budget 661.95 billion shillings. By half year, we have raised 701 billion, which is a performance of 105.9%. We have been very generous on paying arrears. So the total government of Uganda budget approved was 26.001 trillion shillings, and by half year, we have raised 13.135 trillion, which is 50.5%. On the debt, the total debt approved was 15.17 trillion shillings. By half year, we have performed at 7.88 trillion, which is 51.9%. So we are very compliant with our debt repayment. The external financing, the approved is 6.716 trillion. By half year, we have performed at 3.947 trillion, which is 58.8%. Local revenue, the total approved is 239 billion, and we are going to report on its performance by half year, because the numbers keep coming in. So the grand total is 48.13 trillion, as I said, and by half year, we will have performed at 51.9%, which is 24.963 billion shillings. So you can see that we are performing very well on the budget by half. So from that total, from that report I've given, the government budget less the debt and external financing as well as local revenue will be 26 trillion, and of this 13.13 trillion has been provided for in the first half of this year, which gives us slightly more than half of the budget performance. I go now to the highlights for this particular quarter. Quarter 2 expenditure performance. In preparation for this quarter, the following have guided us. Number one, the need to support continued economic recovery and growth, thereby focusing on the key growth areas. We have identified out those areas which are going to give us more growth, the economy, and they supported them in the release. Number two, the need to pay certificates which have already been issued from contracts in order for us to avoid accumulating more arrears and impairing private sector performance. This has been prioritized given that we did not make a release for the mortgage expenditure in the first quarter for almost all ministries, departments, and agencies, as I already addressed the country separately in our bid to support the monetary policy to fight the inflation. So this quarter, we are supporting that area. Number three, also government is commitment to maintain an optimal balance between economic growth and macroeconomic objectives has also guided us. And the last one, the need to enable operational funds under the non-wage repairing without undermining the objective of control inflation, which all of us we are aware has risen to 10% in September. So in line with the above considerations, a total of 7.307 billion shillings, which is the government of Uganda funding, excluding debt external financing and local revenue has been released for the second quarter of this financial year 22-23. And below are some of the highlights of this release. Wage, 1.78 trillion shillings has been provided to ensure comprehensive provision for salaries, as well as other related wage components like pension, gratuity, and this includes enhancements for scientists, health professionals, science teachers, and scientists in public universities. But also, it includes the provision for our enhancement of our military. This current science that daughters in military were enhanced. The non-wage recurrent expenditure. Here, 397.275 billion shillings has been provided for the parish development model to add to what we had released in quarter one. This therefore means that we have released now 50% of the budget for PDM, which is 529.7 billion, and all parishes should now be able to access 15 million shillings each by half year to start on that revolution of getting Ugandans out of subsistence. Uganda shillings 337.3 billion has been released before you know, Uganda National Oil Company, and this results in a 100% release of their budget for this financial year. This has been done to meet government of Uganda's equity participation interests in the hip-hop company. The total there now by half year, which would have been released to you know, is 672.3 billion. Next, 305.1 billion shillings has been released for the operations of security institutions, including Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, 180.36 billion, Uganda Police Force, 64.5 billion, Uganda Prisons, 36.9 billion, Internal Security Organization and External Security Organization, 23.28 billion shillings. Those are very critical institutions to keep us safe. We have given them all the money due to them. 265.95 billion shillings has been released for pension and gratuity for quarter 2. This also caters for the increment in the pension due to salary enhancement for scientists and the UPDF personnel I already mentioned. Uganda shillings 137.9 billion has been provided or released to Uganda Road Fund, and this is for road maintenance, especially to cater for the roads which have been affected by the seasonal rain. So we have released all the money for this quarter to the Uganda Road Fund to maintain our roads. Uganda shillings 122.41 billion has been provided to Uganda medical stores to meet the obligations for the purchase of drugs and other medical supplies. This will ensure that 50% of the budget for drugs has been released by half year. Uganda shillings 30.273 billion has been released to agricultural institutions to cater for the planting season. Now we come to government of Uganda development budget expenditure. Under the capital expenditure, we have provided 33% of the budget for all ministries, departments, and agencies with the following major releases. In other words, we are now providing a third of their budget, taking into account the fact that we didn't release money last year. We are patching up to ensure that whatever they have is released by the end of the year. The major releases are the following. Uganda shillings 503 billion has been provided to Uganda National Roads Authority, UNRA, in quarter 2 for the implementation of road projects. Uganda shillings 205 billion has been provided for contractual obligations under Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. Uganda shillings 142 billion has been provided for certificates and contractual obligations under Ministry of Works and Transport, and 45 billion for the requirements of the national airlines. Uganda shillings 111 billion has been provided for certificates under Ministry of Water and Environment. So you can see all of these development MDs have been given sufficient funds to ensure that we can support the development and recovery of the economy. I now turn to local government releases. A total of Uganda shillings 1,429 billion. This is 1.429 trillion shillings has been released to local governments as follows. Wage 796.73 billion. Non-wage 265.72 billion shillings. Development 221.79 billion shillings. This means 144.28 billion shillings. Under the education subsector, the balance on capitation grants for schools has been fully released to cater for the third term of the academic calendar, which started in September. So we shouldn't have any issue with our learners. They have been provided fully the money to cater for them. In addition, the release caters for 33% of local government development grants to enable them to implement projects in a timely manner. The balance will be released in the subsequent quarters. The budget balance for this year has been released to cater for payment of certificates already issued on contracts to avoid accumulation of arrears. I want to inform the country about the quarterly release process so that it is very clear to everybody. All stakeholders, I wish to remind them that the quarterly release timelines must be followed as follows. Number one, the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development issues expenditure limits by the 10th day of the first month of the quarter. And we've done that. Day 7, I'm informing the country that we have released all these quarterly releases. Number 2, accounting officers are required to submit to this ministry requests for accounting warrants for wage, pension and gratuity, other non-wage and development budgets within a week of issuance of the limits in mind. We've already issued these limits. The week is ticking away. Within that week, all these warrants, we need them. Number 3, approval or rejection of release warrants and transfers by this ministry for MDS is done within 48 hours of receipt of the warrants. Number 4, regarding local governments, based on the approval of the warrant by this ministry, accounting officers enter warrants of the invoices for direct transfers to health facilities, sub-counties, town councils, schools, and tertiary institutions. And number 5, payments can then be effected by accounting officers. That process is very strict and clear. So we don't want to hear delays in processing and payment of money. That's the process. Whoever doesn't adhere to this process delays service delivery. I now turn to the key policy issues for this financial year. The first one is promotion of local content. In line with the government policy on local content, accounting officers are reminded to ensure that priority is given to procurement of locally produced goods, provided they are certified by the Uganda National Bureau of Standards. Then decentralized payroll management. Government decentralized the salary and pension payroll management to the respective institutions so that accounting officers are fully accountable for any changes on the payroll and payments to public officers and pensioners. This policy has enabled the timely payment of employees and verifying pensioners. So we wish to reiterate this that the accounting officers are fully responsible for any delays. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize the following. Number 1, that all accounting officers should ensure that they pay wages, salaries, pensions, and gratuity by 28th of every month. Number 2, accounting officers must prioritize payment to service providers in time and avoid accumulation of any more arrears. Number 3, there should be display of the payrolls for salaries and monthly pensions of government institutions and schools every month to ensure transparency. Number 4, accounting officers must ensure timely submission of performance reports and accountability so that the subsequent releases can be also made timely. Number 5, all government institutions should ensure repayment of utilities. This is water, mainly, and electricity. Failure to adhere to this, the service providers should return of non-compliant reports. Because you have provided the money. Once again, I wish to thank the press and the civil society for supporting our budget transparency initiative. And I urge all of you, fellow Ugandans, to make use of our website, www.budget.go.ug, where we post more detailed information on all these issues which I'm talking about. Our budget is free, open to all Ugandans who are free to go, learn, and see everything. You may also call our budget call center on this number 0800-229-229. I repeat, 0800-229-229. For any information on the budget, have that hotline. You can call and ask any question that you need. We want the budget of Uganda to be a people's budget, and it should give us feedback on its performance. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, FST. It's now time to have the statement from our budget transparency partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. message of hope. Beyond that, I want to I've actually written a statement. I want to try to paraphrase it in the interest of time. But just on this educate an observation on the schools. The money has been used, but those are not private schools in this country play very important and complementary role. The government of this country. These people are there not to make money there. It's a service. It's feeding the government. That's not free. But they pay taxes. And actually, if you read in the papers, I think about a week ago, about 12,000 schools are being sold. They are being sold because they cannot meet their obligations. So people have to jobs. But you know, when 12,000 schools are being auctioned, you know how many jobs have been lost, you know how much they buy food and the money that goes to the but also our land. So I thought this is the issue of private schools. Why don't we affirmatively try to support them so that they remain afford the system to provide the service? The other point is the teachers' enhancement for science teachers. I think it's a good move, but I think the way we handle it, policy-wise, has had a negative impact. As you saw the Teachers' Day, the National Teachers' Day celebrations, we had science teachers celebrating differently, and the arts teachers celebrating differently. And now we even told that science teachers, headmasters who did sciences, but are not teachers, they want to actually design headmasters and go and teach because the teachers and more than them. So I think in terms the policy is good, but I think we could review it so that it doesn't destroy the morale and have a serious effect on human capital government, which government of Uganda has broadcast. PSST and colleagues and members of the press just also had on the local revenue collection in local governments. To remain poor, actually, across all the local governments, local revenue collection, less than 3% contribution to their budgets, and 7% for town councils and municipalities. And we wanted to come up with and there is money. We actually realized that there is money because our budget consultation meetings I participated in the Western. Some actually districts have money, but you give them very limited series, like Bushiri, where they can collect 800 million, and you've given them a series, you gave them 200, they cried out, you gave them 400. That means that there is money in local governments that we can tap. But the challenge is that they are not equipped, most local governments are not equipped actually to collect revenue, which government needs for government. So my proposal is a right proposal. There is a need to bring in Uganda Revenue Authority. It looks to me that local governments will never be empowered to collect, because there's also too much corruption with the officers there running two receipts, one official, another one for them. So my suggestion radically would be empower revenue authority to collect money for this country, and we have a lot of money coming in. So that one. The other issue, PSST and colleagues, is climate change financing. From climate change financing, we just had a workshop recently, and the ministry was represented for finance. And the finding is that actually we have money for climate change financing, but it is scattered. Bank of Uganda has the money, State Government Bank has money, we have money in UPP, and then of course in the bilaterals have money, this trust, Danita. So my proposal is that one from the official side, the money that is official could be actually coordinated so that we have it in one place and it can be accessed by people. Because we have to respond to climate change, but also we realize that climate change, the response from government has been climate change adaptation, not mitigation. I think the focus should be on climate change. Yes, both adaptation, but a lot of mitigation. Stopping those things. We continue to degrade our wetlands, to destroy the forests, and we have not also we have not run the irrigation scheme across the country in time to transition our people from rain-fed agriculture. When you read in your press statement, PCSC, you talked about the recovery, especially in the agriculture sector. I think first quarter, I think next year, and your basis and projections because of the rains that have come. But you are not sure, you don't have control on the rains. Actually, the winter and the western part, the rains have not come. And we could actually again have a problem. Okay. So my view is that actually we do not need to beg our hopes on things that we have no control. I think time has come for us to have control and irrigation, especially for small and medium farmers who can manage and contribute the 25% as in the policy, should be supported quickly. We need to know where to find these people, because even farmers don't know where to find this support that government has put there. The other one is the levels of food insecurity. That one, you have responded in Karamoja and elsewhere. I think what needs to be done. Let me just run to increasing cost of doing business. Most of our businesses, especially micro businesses, have cost. And yet, SST, you know that 80%, about 90% of the private sector is actually constituted by these, especially micro and small enterprises. They constitute 90% and they contribute 75% to our GDP. But most of these have collapsed simply because the cost of making the cost, even the money, is very expensive. Yes, Bank of Uganda has intervened with the banking, with the lending rate now to 10%. Of course, that raises the cost of credit and the commercial banks. So these small ones cannot access any of that. So where can they get the money? They may put the money in UDP, but who can access UDP? Especially those small ones. Which actually are the lifeline of the business of this country. So then the final one, PSSD, I want to rush to the cost of living and living in the second. The cost of living, yes, we are happy that we are recovering much faster, but I think it's hard, and this linked to the security. You've seen that a lot of crimes, especially compared with have taken over. That crime is linked with economic failure. So people resort now to criminality, and I think now the issue is, as the government has set up even a squad comprising of the army and the police. But you see, now security must be defined in a holistic sense, not the government security, but holistic security where you are looking at the economic welfare of people. Those gangs can actually be rehabilitated. Their businesses are home, and they have to feed their people. So I think the approach should not be just tackling them like that, but addressing the economic needs of those people. The final point is on debt consumption. Our debt remains high, and I hear the government negotiating more debt. But our proposal is there is a campaign going on debt cancellation. I don't know whether it will negatively affect our country in terms of debt consumption, but there is Uganda Debt Network and CIATIN, and I've attended, and we have finished to attend PSSD. There is a campaign because now with this COVID, you cannot say that we have mismanaged the economies. The impact of COVID, climate change, the war in Ukraine has ravaged the economies. With a deep time for the Ministry of Debt Leadership was participate vigorously in debt cancellation of some of the debts. I raise my case. Thank you very much.
Yes, just quickly in response to your statement. Finally, we are now 50%. I think we are turning back to normal. 50%. I think that's a good performance. But yes, the last PDM when we said was actually shared among some of the accounting officers. Cases and therefore you are very sure two things out of that. One is it now a policy in government that when you steal money, you are asked just to fund and then you can do business as usual? I think this really is the only big problem in this country that you can steal money as long as you're not caught. When you are caught, you can probably, I think, we would like to hear from you the steps that the ministry is going to take to protect the 500 billion shilling that you intend to use for PPM, so that the cargos can be brought to book. In particular, we would like you here to see how we can use the General Auditor's office to conduct an audit on the PPM money so far. The second one is shortage of salaries and pension that has been going around in the first quarter. And most of the companies are saying it's because of the system, some are saying it's because there was no money. And we know that you said that actually used all the money for salaries and pensions. It would be good also, Common Secretary to comment on that and assure the general public that actually we have money is either there or it's not, so that we get the right information. Lastly is the continued outcry from local governments about Ministry of Finance keeping their local revenue. It continues to come. And as we were in the local consultation meeting, it also came, and they are saying very, very, very strongly that when you collect their money, you don't give them back. Someone has brought in 100 million and you end up giving them only 80 million. My understanding was that after the first release, you actually can give them an advance. But it would be good to understand the process, like you have clear articulated on how you release funding here, on when the local government, when do they receive less money than they have given you, or it's just thank you.
So, just as quick, I now respond to the comments by the power participants.
Thank you very much. Our partners in the budget transparency appreciate to ensure that we get the right feedback from the public. Dr. Arthur is right about in private schools, the need for affirmative action. This is a policy matter which has been around for some time now, and I hope the relevant authorities are going to, we shall be able to advance it and discuss it. But as Treasury, we have provided resources for the government of Uganda institutions. But you are right that they are private schools which are not teaching private Ugandans, because there are no private Ugandans. But that's a conversation which I think needs to be taken at policy level. We shall provide our voice. On the enhancement of science teachers, another policy issue beyond us, and should be discussed by the relevant authorities. And I think as civil society, we can as well take it to that level and get discussed. But the policy wise by cabinet, taken by cabinet, is to enhance in a phased manner. And the determination on who should be enhanced first was also taken at that level. But what I'm aware also of is that, and we have informed our colleagues, especially in public service, in local governments, is that the Ministry of Public Service, in consultation with us and other relevant MPs, they are currently putting together a comprehensive salary enhancement strategy, which is based, pragmatic, and also well informed, so that every public servant can see themselves in the plan on when they are going to be enhanced and by how much. With in mind from me that 2026 will be enhanced by so much. So that plan is being worked on by relevant ministries. On the local revenue collections being poor, I have here my director who collects revenue, responsible for revenue collection. We comment on that one and ensure that, especially the issue of bringing in URA come in and also collect the local revenue. That one, Director Kagoro, is also the money in charge of the budget and the local governments. Also here, the budget. Climate change financing scattered everywhere. We have put up a team and a unit in this ministry under the head of its department, after directorate, to ensure that we coordinate this issue of climate financing. On the irrigation bit, this one is now high on the government of Uganda agenda. If you have been following our budget strategy for 2023-24, which we have been discussing with everybody in the country, is clearly showing going forward, government is going to prioritize irrigation, especially small-scale solar-powered irrigation, starting with water-stressed areas, and we shall be embarking on it next financial year. We have been investing more in the large irrigation schemes. The policy now is to get down to the median farmer in Uganda. It's a small scale farmer, and support them to invest in irrigation. And the government has already taken that. Cost of doing business, especially for SMEs, this is the agenda action of government. As you are aware, there are three major cost drivers: the cost of capital, the cost of transport, and the cost of electricity. And the government is prioritizing the three of them. On capital, we set up for supporting the recovery of these SMEs, we set up a small business recovery fund whose uptake has been low. The formalized SMEs, they are not applying as they should for this money. Recently, we had a meeting to review the performance with Bank of Uganda, who's our funding manager, and there are some slight changes we are making also to facilitate more this recovery. We have a new for our informal enterprises, especially those around the 18 key enterprise groups, and the performance of the new they have already been providing it, and I will very soon we will be going to borrow their street there to give now, we are now raising accountability results, not just paper accountability. We're going to have a national one where we are going to give the very people who have benefited from it, showcasing a few of them, and then go down, cascading down to ensure that this is very well accounted for. We have the microfinance support center, which is being capitalized to support more, especially our support, provide an alternative. Of course, the Development Movement Bank is relatively medium and large scale guys, and we are capitalizing it further to support these businesses to reduce capital. So we are trying to provide an alternative for our businesses, which perhaps they feel they are being overpriced by the open market. The cost of transport, you know, our policy on infrastructure, and we are continuing to support. I told you here that now we've been having an issue with our, especially dry weather roads, which have been affected by the rains. We have provided the money to maintain them, and also continuing with our ambitious program of getting our roads tarmacked. On the cost of electricity, you know very well what we have been doing in supporting especially manufacturers to reduce the cost of electricity to 5 cents, those who set up the industrial parks. And soon, the government is going to be making key policy pronouncements in the electricity reform sector, all driven towards ensuring that we reduce the cost of electricity, the people of Uganda. The insecurity and economics, that relationship or nexus between the two. Of course, government is very mindful of this. That's why you see that our major interventions are in getting those who are outside this powerful economy. We come and announce how it is performing to ensure that they also join that economy, what we call the monetized economy. And those efforts, like the parish development model, we should really take them as revolutionary in nature, because they are targeting those groups which have been left out in the economy, the young and so on, the youth and other disadvantaged groups. It's government policy that all of them, we include them into the money economy. And absolutely, that's what industrial policy means. We are also working on getting more productive jobs. You can see the industrial parks, the effort we have put there to build them. And it's an undecided ongoing revolution there. Uganda is getting more manufacturing now. When you see the numbers on manufacturing value add as a percentage of our GDP, it is now one of the fastest to grow. That means more jobs, more productive jobs for the youth. Also the modern sectors of the economy in terms of services, they are being supported. That's what the industrial policy is all about, I usually talk about. So when you hear us making big decisions to support particular initiatives, especially people who are ready to invest in modern sectors, which are productive and job creating, the government of Uganda is ready to handle them and move with them. Those who are investing in agro-industrialization, in our mining sector, who are investing in manufacturing, the government of Uganda is ready to support them going forward. Because it's very easy to do business. For example, in certain sectors, go to China, buy things, bring them to Kampala, sell them. It's very easy and make money. So when somebody voluntarily self-selects to go and invest in manufacturing, with so many variables in agro-industry, so many variables affecting the sector, those people we are ready to support. And that's why we are doing certain things with some Ugandans I think don't understand, but they will understand them in the future. On debt cancellation and so on, I'll leave my debt directorate to tell you what we are doing on debt. Now, briefly, for my good friend Julius, the money for PDF which was released last year. This money was released through local governments, mainly to cater for two things: to prepare the parishes, get ready and receive the money for financial inclusion, but also prepare other pillars of the PDM. We have this mistake we are making, thinking the parish government what is about this money. There are other pillars which are silent also actually progressing. How do we get the infrastructure in every parish? We get the focus of government and other stakeholders. How do we get the social services, water, education, health care, get the focus? How do we get our main sector of the economy, agriculture, in terms of production, productivity of the farmers, value addition and marketing? How do we get the business development services, which some people call mindset change, to be focused on, and a number of others? So we provided the funding to support the local governments to prepare, and the accountability is going to be fully sought from them on how that money was spent. We also provided some money now for those circles which are ready to receive money, which have been prepared to get some money for their financial inclusion pillar. There have been several media reports, and we thank the media so much as government for actually bringing out those areas where they haven't been a very good performance when these monies were released. The number of arrests have been made. A lot of money has been recovered, but now 2 years is not happening. We just recovered money. It's saying, how can we just return money and we go home? Which message are we sending? Now, 2 years, you and I, we shall have a conversation with the other stakeholders, particularly the Inspector General of Government, who's doing these recoveries, and the Uganda Police Force, and other relevant authorities, to find out which more effective way can we use to ensure accountability with the responsibility and the results. That one is a very good idea of bringing in. But I want to say this very clear, because we have said it again and again. Please, accounting officers, the people of Uganda who touch money for the public, no resources of Uganda government will be diverted or stolen. You know, we have some diplomatic words in Uganda. Man has been misappropriated. Man has been diverted. No, stealing money should not be accepted. And nobody should really take this lightly. People are going to pay a very huge price for misappropriate public resources. But in particular, the PDM money. Because so many eyes and minds and focus is on ensuring that these Ugandans who have never been at least directly better before in our appropriation, now they have this small share, 1.something trillion, which is now going to move directly from the treasury. As I'm here talking, my officers are busy there saving money to the parishes which are ready, which were verified. There is a very stringent process of verifying them, and we are going to publicize. First of all, the Right Honorable Prime Minister and my Minister of Finance, they are going to officially tell the country next week where have we sent this money and how much. And at that parish level, mechanisms have been put in place to ensure that the money reaches there. Now, there is also the issue. We have removed now government people from the money line going forward. The beneficiaries now, the onus is going to be on them to ensure that this money is not also stolen by a few members of the parish and it fail the objective of the revolving fund. We need everybody in the parish to benefit at the end of the program and ensure that they use it productively. So that mechanism also will be put in place. But we are going to audit this money fully, which was sent last financial year, and also keep on auditing every year. We have already engaged the Auditor General of Government, and they are working on these audits. And whoever diverts this money will be personally responsible. The wage pension shortfalls in the Q1, thank you for asking for this clarity. There was almost, I don't know whether people sat and created a template of claiming wage shortfalls across, especially in the local governments. The language was the same in this district. Now, this is the information, all redundant. This Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development prioritizes wage, pension and gratuity as the first call on GOU money immediately after we have received it from URA and other sources. And we pay wage on a timely basis. However, at the beginning of this financial year, Cabinet approved an enhancement of science teachers and Uganda People's Defense Forces officers when the budget had already been appropriated by Parliament and actually the financial year had started. And this ministry had to work with the Ministry of Public Service to get the numbers worked out correctly. Who's a science teacher? Where are they? And how much they earn? This took some time to work on the payrolls. And this information was supposed to come from the very people who are claiming the wage shortfalls, some of it. And that information came, we received it fully last month. And we have cleaned up all the numbers and provided the money as we had for all of these enhancements. So going forward, beginning this month of October, the last delayed wage payment should be September. This month of October, we expect all accounting officers to pay the people of Uganda their wage, those who are working for government, their wage, pension, and gratuity by the 28th of the month, because we have fully provided. It had nothing to do with the cash. We have the cash, please. As I told you, you are collected some slightly more money than you are supposed to collect. So we provided for that wage, but we were delayed by the need to clean up the numbers. And also, we have requested the Office of the Auditor General to audit our payroll, to audit our wage bill. We are just finalizing the terms of reference for them. And I already issued some information to all my accounting officers across the including local governments. If please you know that you have some costs on your payroll, declare those costs. Openly keep them quickly. Because the Auditor General of Government is going to help me, help the government of Uganda, help my Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to know how much money is paid, how many people, so that we can eliminate those challenges if they are there. Very soon, we shall be informing the country openly what has been happening. Local governments claiming holding on their money. I asked them to give you a report, but also I'm aware now that some of the local governments were underproviding in the budget for how much they could collect. They were under-declared. But then, because these resources are collected and they then sent back, sometimes they send this, when this money comes here, when it is not in the budget, we have to go to Parliament and pass appropriation for them. That's the law of Uganda, and that takes time. So the solution to this is for local governments themselves to declare the correct amounts of money they are going to collect, have those projections. But now we have brought in the angle that some would want to collect more, that they are constrained by the ceilings. That one, the budget and the economic affairs we are going to answer. So I will start with budget.
Thank you, Chair. Just on we have stated on the issue of local revenue, the problem is underestimation at the time of budget. Previously, they used to estimate, collect, and probably the discussion was on one person called the CFO, determining who gets and where. But now that the money comes through the CF, the feedback we have, especially from technical departments, which is used to the budget for this money, but we never receive that they actually receive it. Because now they have no way of diverting it. But once we overcome the issue of under declaration at the time of budget, the whole hiccup will disappear. Because even now, initially we used to give an advance, but some of them would not even collect to recover that advance. So we stopped giving the advance. Now, once we prove that they have deposited the money in the CF, the next day we give back that money to you. Next day, yes, we give that money back to you. So whoever puts in the CF, the next day we give the money. So again, the ball is in their court. The whole issue is about this money coming to the Senate and going back to the transparency. Once we become transparent, then we probably will not need to bring it to the Senate and then send it back. But I think we are still a few miles away from getting there. I think basically PS has talked about all the others. No need to repeat them.
Thank you. Director of Economic Affairs.
Governor said almost what I want to say on local revenue, but just to tell you that as per end of quarter one, we have received 27 billion into the fiscal plan, which is about out of the 239 we are expecting, which is about 11% of the government. The issues of if we don't give them all the money back, I heard about the shame, is that they had a budget. They come and tell us that they're going to collect so much, and that's what we put in the budget, and it's appropriated. Now they come up afterwards and say that we have collected more, and that becomes a challenge. But I agree with you that we should need to work with them to improve their revenue collection capacities. Yeah, it's important because most of them actually collect between 1 to 3% of their budget. the rest comes from central government. So why do you want this decentralization? Why do you want to call yourself a district when you can't really sustain yourself? So those are the issues that we're discussing. But right now, it's not feasible for you already to go to the central government to collect. But yes, you're right. That's the way we are thinking about where we are all the monies of government, be them central or local, are collected by the URA. And we're also assisting, some of them have actually happened. We have a system of massive called E of revenue, which is assisting some municipalities, for example, in Tebe, Nasana, the SCCA, and we want it to be rolled out to the rest of the local governments to collect. On micro and small enterprises, yes, covered a lot of it, but just want to say that on top of all that, there was a small business recovery fund of the risk of 200 billion. It hadn't worked very well, but we are checking a few parameters to ensure that at least there is more uptake. One of the things is that we have restricted how many employees somebody should have, 5 to 49. That is being removed. We had also talked about a turnover of 100 million, which was really low. We have now gone to 300 million. That's the proposal. And so with some of those things, we think that there will be more uptake. We have also changed the rules for Islamic banking, for micro deposit taking institutions. So this has been approved by the cabinet. So we'll see those micro and small enterprises that go to the MDIs can go and get this Islamic window. And also general Islamic banking, cabinet has approved for commercial banks to undertake Islamic banking. We have approval agriculture insurance, which is covering now about 250,000 farmers. So when you're also talking about micro and SMEs, a lot of the small farmers actually fit in that and it's helping them to hedge against the news. And so far we put in about 24.9 billion shares.
Thank you, KSST. And our directors, we are very much constrained by time. We're going to have only 5 questions. I request KSST to take these 5 questions. Briefly, put up your hand, mention your media house, and raise a very short question. One minute answer.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Vincent.
Date issues.
Thank you very much. I want to thank our colleagues, Akon and Mr. for raising the issue of debt. You mentioned that our debt is rising and we are continuing to contract more debt. That is true. Debt is a necessary evil. We usually contract debt to fund major infrastructure projects, and also you can see how our population is growing. It's putting pressure on service delivery. So in an effort to subsidize our revenue collection, we usually contract debt to meet those obligations. Now, we can still afford to service our debt. The issue is how we utilize the debt that is contracted. But otherwise, debt is necessary. As I've mentioned, our debt is majorly infrastructure projects as we mentioned also, the contract again during this COVID period. Now, we propose that you consider debt cancellation. But as we propose that, remember, when we contract debt, it is some taxpayers' money somewhere. So as you propose to cancel, you know, your integrity is limited. People now will not be willing to lend you again. So as a company, we propose that option. You have to know that nobody will trust you anymore to lend you. So let us see how to manage our debt effectively, how to utilize the debt, and also service that debt effectively. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. What you say, to amplify it, we are servicing our debt, and Uganda is one of those countries with now capacity to service their debt. Some have been unable to. It's not just a chance, it's because of the good way our people have been managing our borrowing. We have a very robust team here in the gatekeeping us debt to ensure that we contract debt mindful that enough service, and we are servicing that debt. Just slight pay, but like a auto debt, we are able to pay. But there's also a conversation we need to have as Ugandans. I hear a lot of people talking about public debt, but we don't talk about private debt. Some of us who are researchers find that private debt in Uganda is about 5.5 times higher than public debt. And the very people who are discussing the public debt, they are very highly indebted people. So we need to have a balanced conversation on how really to manage both public but also private debt. When you have to do so, you find that the private debt will also now fit into the public debt. You know, and that I don't want to go into the details, but ensure that you work on this, especially those people who are working, the salary, they are highly indebted. Salary loans, one-year loans, they have markup loans, emergency loan. They are about, in Uganda, a portfolio of about 37 types of loans people get. And these are putting a very difficult situation in the homes of people. So as you see some people discussing public debt, tell them also to remind them of the private debt. And I know so many people have taken on debt responsibly, and it is biting very much more than when they want to discuss. In other words, all debt matter. All kinds of debt matter. But as far as the public debt is concerned, we are very much in control. We have a charter for fiscal responsibility, which we are using to manage our debt. And we have so many gatekeepers who are helping us to do that. And I would want to assure everybody that we are very able to service our debt. And we should keep tracking and ensure that we reduce contracting, especially commercial debt. We have been going concessional, but as you know, the world is changing. But trust me, we are in full charge of what we are doing, and we shall continue to do that. But I'm more worried about the private debt than even the public debt. I want to tell you that. So start that conversation as well. Thank you.
Yes, we are going to have those questions.
So, Leon, what do I say?
Thank you very much. Mine is about remittances. Recently, the Bank of Uganda released statistics that indicate that Uganda has received $1.1 billion in remittances ending July 2022. That is a recognizable improvement to what definitely was over the COVID-19 period. Just how much does this make a difference to Uganda's economic status and what people can actually now spend given the challenge that is being occasioned by the Russian-Ukraine war that is, causing a lot of trouble.
You are talking about the remittances by
Yes.
Ugandans.
Yes, and how much of a difference it's making to what capacity Ugandans can spend at state level.
Thank you. My name is Diano Olwen from FEN News Agency. Mine it goes to the report you just released. How much as a country have we been able to export and also import in this period? Because the report doesn't indicate that. And then number two, you also talked about the issue of fuel. The prices are still high. Do we have fuel reserves as a country? And are there any monetary or fiscal policies that the government is trying to come up with to ensure that we have fuel prices go down to ensure that businesses go normal? And then finally,
Number three. One minute, please.
Thank you very much. Christine Vilinchura from Uganda Debt Network. About the local revenue collection, I just wanted to note, I know that the ministry has a revenue mobilization strategy, and I just wanted to find out how far have the different local governments gone in tailoring their own revenue mobilization strategies to the one that Ministry of Finance has shared, and have they submitted theirs. But also, I want to, and actually wanted to encourage that we go the automation way for all the different local governments. Is that possible and viable? And how long do we think we will get there? And finally, just very briefly, alignment of the local governments and MDS strategies to the national, to the NDP3. I know some of them, most of them actually have not been cleared. They have not got certificates of compliance to aligning their plans to the NDP3. And is it realistic that we should then be sending them monies when they have not complied with some of these regulations? Thank you very much.
Last one.
Thank you so much. I am Isaiah Rock from UBC. Yes, briefly in reference to the economic performance, we've noted that the domestic prices, of course, have continued to rise. That is increasing from 10% in September 2022 to 9% recorded in August. We've also got to understand that Ugandans, even before the foreign market forces hit us, have been battling and grappling with survival. Now, with all these summarized, what does this mean for the ordinary Ugandans? And if we were to get back to normalcy, how soon is that going to be? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's all KSST. Before you answer your question, KSST, recognize the DTI working group, which is really here for the next meeting. It's good that you're also here.
Okay, thank you. But as you recognize the website have my friend from the Office of the Auditor General, Mr. Kaderenga. So the policeman who is there, he going to help us to get out all these things, flush them out, and help us to understand how to deal with them. I will start with the last one. The operation and the simplification of because inflation, as you know, raises the cost of living and by extension impacts negatively the well-being, because the same amount of money someone has been earning and now purchase a smaller basket. Not also labeling also to explain how it affects even the productivity level when it is slightly higher than the target. So that's why we are saying, that listen to someone who's saying first deal with the inflation before you think of other things. Inflation is dangerous. I recently used the analogy of diseases. Inflation is cancer. Forget about these other diseases or economic issues. Because some people say, what about the interest rates? Why are you raising interest rates? Could it affect the ability of private sector to get money? Yes, it will. But high interest rates compared to inflation, they're like malaria. It's a disease, but malaria. Inflation, cancer. What do you deal with first? Someone has got malaria. That since you have malaria, you take them off the chemotherapy. Trouble. You can't think of also certain things like our ability to operate normally. Some people are telling me that when you cut some money for fuel, government officials, how shall you operate normally? You want to operate normally due to inflation, causing more inflation at the fuel station. Because operating normally is like a beauty. That you stop the chemotherapy because someone's beauty is being affected. She's removing hair. Why are you removing my hair, doctor? Inflation is dangerous, and that's why we are putting up a concerted effort to fight it. I'm going to ask my officers in Macro and Bank of Uganda to actually publish for Ugandans the data to show you in their models what would happen, what would have happened to Ugandan economy had they not instituted the policy interventions were instituted. But when we talk of welfare now, I would want Ugandans to know the magnitude of damage they would have faced if we did increase interest rates, if we did cut expenditure of government in the first quarter. Where would we be? Where would the inflation be? Where would the well-being of people be in terms of poverty numbers and so on? So that you have that informed the comparison of these. So you are right. Well-being is affected with high inflation. That's why we are fighting so much to ensure that we arrest it and we keep it under control. But you can only do so much because the drivers of this inflation, many of them, if not all of them, they are beyond our control. It is imported inflation. It is because of natural barriers, like the weather. But now, Uganda also is a blessed country. God loves us. As we are grappling with certain things, some solutions come. As also we are putting in the effort. I want to tell you, we are about to get over the curve and ensure that this inflation goes down. But you have to first peak before it goes down. Now, coming to the Emil Senyange, my old friend, remittances. Ugandans who are working abroad, of course, they have been very instrumental in supporting our economy. Those relatives of ours, I have a number of them call it sweeping in Uganda, sweeping in different countries, and sending the money here. That performance of that portfolio, the people of numbers will give you the exact numbers, but already you said Bank of Uganda provided them. My macro people will tell you the impact it has done on our economy in terms of supporting, especially our foreign exchange performance, because they bring that money in foreign exchange and it helps us. It's like export also. We have exported labor and we get some receipts from them in terms of remittances, and they help us to improve on our balance of payments performance. But the specifics will be given to you by macro people. There's another one whom I did get, the export import. We are going to give you the numbers. I thought that already had been provided by the central bank, but we shall give you the numbers. Now on fuel, we are talking of availability, I think, as well as the prices, the reserves, and then the prices. This is, you remember, we had a good debate here at the beginning of this crisis on fuel, where I was in this chair and many of you were telling me the best way to deal with it is to do tax cuts, is to give subsidy to Ugandans to afford fuel. I told you that that would be very bad economics. It's good common sense, but bad economics. It will cause the shortages of fuel. It will actually make the situation worse. It will drain our treasury, and yet it's not providing a solution. Many people were on us still saying, look around. Our neighbors have done this and this and this. I haven't had anyone coming back to report on what, how the neighbors have been performing and what they are doing. I think in the future we need to give full accountability as Ugandans on certain things. So, my good friend, the fuel problem is going to go away with prudent fiscal and monetary policy. Until Uganda can purify its own oil, which we are going to, we are now investigating. We are relying on fuel pumped here by international systems. It must be priced on international prices, and that's the only way we manage to have an interrupted supply, and therefore determining how much you can get it done. But if you were honest, you would also have reported that lately the fuel prices have peaked, have stopped rising, and now at different stations they have slightly reduced. Of course, it will be a marathon in their reduction, but they will reduce with international systems self-correcting, and also us here maintaining the policy that we undertook. Christine, the DRMS Director Kakwa will answer you. But on the alignment MDP3 and the releases, of course, nobody can be accepted by this ministry if it's not aligned to MDP3. It's actually one of the requirements for you to get your activity in the national bank. And therefore, it goes without saying that we are releasing money to activities which are aligned with the MDP3. And with ongoing MDP3 midterm review, we are even strengthening further that alignment in terms of the program implementation action plan. The PIAPs for each program must highlight the activities you're going to do, and these are the ones we budget for, and we are going to release the money for. In short, what I'm communicating is that we are fully in the mood of implementing our program-based budgeting as enshrined in our National Development Plan 3, and every agency of government to get money must align themselves to those PIAPs. So I think Director Kagwa, you expound on this PRMs and how you can improve the speed at which we are automating local governments. I think you have answered it, but she feels you are not convincing enough. And also how far we will be implementing the DRMs by the local government.
Thank you. This is Steve. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, is that local governments are collecting very little revenues to finance the activities. And as part of the domestic revenue mobilization strategy, we say we shall work with local governments, which we have started, to ensure that they improve their collections. One, through identifying revenue sources from which they can collect revenues, and two, ensuring that we provide the platforms, the e-platforms for their efficient collection of revenues. And as I said before, we have rolled out in some of the local governments, but we are going to move into activities of other governments. And then we are also meeting with them and trying to discuss issues that are related to areas that we think there are some overlaps. For example, we collect rental tax at the central level. And the local governments also collect ground rent, and they collect what they call property tax. And it's on the same base. So we are trying to see how we can collect this together, but also go into a sharing arrangement so that we do not duplicate our role. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director. KSST, as you know, you have Ugandans who need to hear you speak in the local language. So, we ask you requested to share some 5 minutes to summarize in Uganda. Thank you.
Uganda ekisobola okubabuulira ensimbi gavumenti zeereesera neeteeka mu bitongole bya gavumenti ebyenjawulo okusobozesa emirimu gya gavumenti okugenda maaso ne bannayuganda okufuna saavisi. Naye nga nsooka okubabuulira nti ebyenfuna by'eggwanga wankubale tukyalina obuzibu obw'enjawulo, naddala emiwendo gy'ebintu egyekanamye, ebbula ly'ensimbi, ne covid ono abadde akyaliweddewo, akati kogata n'ebola n'ebirala. Wankubale tulina ebizibu ebyo n'amataba. Ebyenfuna by'eggwanga byo biraga sayinizi ennungi ez'okudda engulu. Ekisooka, omwaka oguwedde bwe twakomya mu mwezi gw'omukaaga omwaka guno, ebyenfuna by'eggwanga byakula ku bitundu 4 n'obutundutundu 7, 4.7%. ng'ate twali tusuubira bigenda kukula ku bitundu 3.8 3.8%. So olaba nti ebyenfuna tebikoseddwa nnyo nga bwe twali tusuubira, era nga tulina sayinzi eziraga nti ogenda mu maaso abo abakola bizinesi batulaga nti mu saveezi ez'enjawulo balina essuubi nti ebyenfuna naddala abo ababagulako ebintu bongedde okubeera nga bagula orders okugula ebintu bino tebigenze nnyo wansi. Naye kakati ebikwatagana n'emiwendo gy'ebintu byo bikyala nga bwe balabira aba UPOS, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, banapa abakuŋŋaanya statistics za Uganda. Espeed emiwendo kwegigenda nga gyeyongera mu maaso, gyeyongera waggulu, egenze erinnya akati ng'eri ku bitundutundu 10 ku buli 100 omwezi oguwedde ogw'omwenda, okuva ku bitundutundu 9 ku 10 omwezi ogw'omunaana. Nga kino kivudde ku nsimbi yaffe okunaabuukamu eya Uganda ng'enaabuse okusinziira ku ddoola. Lwaki? Kubanga ddoola egenze erinnya nnyo mu nsi yonna. Abamerika baagenda ne bongeza interest rates mu nsi yaabwe okugezaako okulwanyisa inflation ye. Kubanga ensi kati erina inflation, ekyo kyaleetera ddoola okufuna value ogenda ng'ogeraageranya n'ensimbi endala okuli n'eyaffe eya Uganda, ekyo ne kireetamu inflation. Kuba ebintu byaffe bye tuleeta mu ggwanga tubigula nga tusasula ddoola ate kati nga ddoola eri ku buseere. So ekyo kyayongeddeko ku inflation. Ekirala ly'ebbula ly'emmere. Emmere naddala ebijanjaalo, amatooke, ennyaanya, obummonde n'ebirala nga bwe tumanyi olubigula mu ttale byagenze byeyongerako ebbeeyi. Ekyo ne kireetera emiwendo gy'ebintu ebirala byonna okweyongera. Naddala emmere, buli emmere lw'erinnye ebbeeyi, ebintu ebirala byonna birinnye ebbeeyi ebisinga obungi. Lwaki? Kuba buli muntu atunda biri ebirala alya emmere. So aba ayagala afune ssente ezinaagula emmere eri ku buseere. So emmere eno yalinnye ebbeeyi lwa nsonga nti emyezi egyo egiwedde emabega twafunamu ekyeya okuba n'ekeerewa n'ereeta obuzibu obwo. Naye kye tulabye kakati ogenda mu maaso enkuba nga bwe mugiraba egenze ekomawo. Era emmere tusuubira nti mu myezi 2-3 tujja kuba ng'ekizibu kiweddewo. Ekirala emiwendo gy'amafuta nagyo egyabadde girinnya ku sipiidi eya waggulu gigenze gitereera. Kati obuzibu obusinga obungi bwe tusigazza buva wabweru wa ggwanga mu ngeri y'emiwendo gya ddoola n'emiwendo gy'ensimbi zino ze twewola okukozesa egigenzeeko waggulu. Ebizibu byokka bitusigaza naye nnyo bitusuubira nti mu bbanga etali yawala bigenda kukankana. Kakati bwenzira ku bajeti yaffe, nga bwe mumanyi bajeti ey'omwaka guno erina obusiriivu ze trillion 48 ne biliyoni nga 13, ng'ezo twazibagulira bulungi mu ngeri gyetuzitemaatema. Okusasula emisaala ziri trillion 6 n'okusoba, okusasula okufuna ensimbi ze tukozesa mu bitongole bya gavumenti ebyenjawulo ze tuyita nani wage, okusasula ebizimbe, okusasula amasannyalaze, okufacilitatinga abakozi ba gavumenti okutuuka eyo gyemuli okubatuusaako ebyo ebyetaagisibwa, ziri trillion 11. Eza development ziri trillion 7 ne biliyoni 8 n'okusoba, n'okusasula amabanja abo bwe mutubanja nga bannayuganda mubanja gavumenti, ezo sente ziri twatuuka mu budget biliyoni 6.61. Kakati esente zino by half year tuziwadde ebitongole bya gavumenti ebyenjawulo era nga tubawadde ekitundutundu kyazo, ebitundutundu 5 n'obutundutundu 50.5% ebyensimbi tumaze okuzerekisinga. So tetwagala kuwulira nti ate gavumenti etunye sente zetumaze okuziwa ebitongole ebyenjawulo. Era mweno kwota eyokubiri twongeddeko nnyo ku nsimbi zetuwadde ebitongole bino, naddala ensimbi ezigenda mu kukulaakulanya Uganda n'okuwa services eri abantu. Ensimbi zetugenze nga tukendeezaako zeezo eziddukanya ebitongole bya gavumenti zetujja naliweegi, zozo naddala mu bitongole ebimu tuzikendeezezzaako, newankubadde mu birala twazongeza okusinziira ku bwetaavu kyetuyita priorities z'eggwanga. N'ekirala kyenjagala okubabuulira nti URA ekitongole kyaffe ekisolooza emisolo mu kwota esooka omwezi gwa July, August, Ogwomusanvu, Ogwomunana n'Ogwomwenda kyasolooza omusolo nekisukkawo ne bwekyali n'ensimbi zetwali tukisalidde kyatuwadde biliyoni za Uganda 177 ne miliyoni 9 okusukka ku ezo zetwali tubagambye okusolooza. Ekyo nekituwaamu okubeera nti kyatusobozesezza okubanga tuba tusaako services mu kiseera kino ekizibu ennyo. Kaakati okubabuulirako ku biki byetutadde mu kwota eno ey'okubiri byetutaddeko ennyo essira, twagala okusookera ddala okuyambako ebyenfuna bya Uganda okudda engulu, so tubyongeddeko ku ssente. Ebitongole ebyo ebiyambako ebyenfuna okudda engulu okubaguzi mwe tubaddemu. Ekirala twagala okusasula abo abakoledde gavumenti emirimu egy'enjawulo, naddala bacontractors abakola enguudo, ebyamasannyalaze, amazzi n'ebirala byonna. Bacontractors certificates zaabwe ezirimatibwa tuziteereddewo ssente bazisasule, naddala ezo ezabadde nga zitandise okuyitako ennaku baleme kutujjako kye bayita amagoba. Ate era naffe tubasapootinga kuba babadde batandise okubeera nga bayigirizibwa olw'okulwawo okubasasula. Ekirala twagadde gavumenti esigale era nga ekyayambako Bank of Uganda okulwanyisa emiwendo okwekanama, beere nga tusobola polisi zaffe okukwatagana ziyambeko. N'ekisembayo kwe kulaba nti ne gavumenti okubeerawo tetuyita operational funds tetuginyigiriza nnyo, tugiwaayo ku ssente basobole okuddukanya ebintu ebyenjawulo. Naddala nti bw'olaba ng'obutebenkevu bw'eggwanga bwetaaga essente, abapoliisi, aba Ministry ya Defense, bannaffe abakessi balina okutubuulira, bani abakulembeze ebikyamu n'ebitongole ebirala, ab'amakomera okuliisa abasibe n'okukwata abalala okubatwala mu makomera abo abazze emisango. Eso ebyo tubiwadde ssente. N'ebitongole ebirala naddala amalwaliro gaffe, amalwaliro gonna mu Uganda okuva akalwaliro akatono okugenda ddala waggulu okuyambako okubeera nti bannayuganda basobola okufuna obujjanjabi, n'amasomero, n'amazzi n'ebirala byonna muganga services operational funds ezo tuzibawadde okusinziira ku ki kye baasaba. Kaakati emisaala gyonna tugisasudde. Emisaala okuva mwezi gwa 10 okutuuka mwezi gwa 12, saagala kulirayo munauganda yenna afuna musaala late. Twalwawo eno kwota ewedde olw'ensonga nti gavumenti yayongeza omusaala ogwa bannasayansi bannaffe abalina obwongo obusingako olowooza obwaffe okusobola okukola ebintu ebyenjawulo babongeza omusaala. Abalala be bannaffe abatukuuma batuli batebenkevu abasirikale nabo babongeza omusaala, naye okwongeza okwo kwajja ng'omwaka gutandise, omwaka guno omupya mu July. Kakati minisitule yange ya finance ne minisitule ya public service balina okonsalutinga ebitongole byonna bya gavumenti tubaani abalina okufuna omusaala guno era balina kufuna ssente mmeka era leero ekibuzo kyatuta obudde era nekiba nga kitaataaganyamu ensasula y'emisaala egyo. Ensobola kiwabaddewo okubeera nti emisaala girwawo July, August, September. Kakati ekizibu ekyo twakimaze okutusaidia eddagala litumanya abantu bebaki balina kufuna ssente mmeka era ensonga lwaki mweno release ya kkooti etandika n'omwezi guno ogw'ekkumi essente zino zitaddeko era njagala okubeera nga nsaba ba-accounting officers bonna babeere nga basasula abantu omusaala okutandika ne guno omwezi gw'ekkumi ennaku z'omwezi abiri mu munaana nezinawe kuba ssente kakati bazirina. Kakati bw'ogenda mu birala minani wage our parish development model yeesoose ku mwaliiro okulaba nti tutuwa ssente ezeetaagisa okuwa buli mubuka gwa Uganda miliyoni 5. Gavumenti yasuubiza miliyoni 10, miliyoni 5 tuziwadde ekitongole kyaffe wano kikwatagana n'okusindika ensimbi bazisindike ku muluka zigenda direct okuva wano mu minisitule ya finance okugenda mu bank account yabo omuluka ogwo. Ate tebino omuntu wa gavumenti yenna alina kuba signatory ku ssente. Abo bantu b'omuluka ogwo be baakoze ekibiina ekyo ekya saako era be baaluuze abantu abagenda okuzisayiningira bazigende nga bazigabana mu ngeri eyakiriziganyizibwako ne guidelines ezo ezibaweereddwa minisitule ya local government, minisitule yange ya finance ne minisitule ya agriculture. Ssente ezo zigenda kubeera nga zikozesebwa okutumbula naddala ebyobulimi okusookera ddala okujja abantu okulimira olubuto batandike okulimira ensimbi. Tubawadde toto ya biliyoni 5.29 ne miliyoni 7. Ssente zino bannange buli muntu agufune miliyoni 5. Ziri endala zisigaddeyo miliyoni 5 nazo tugenda kuzibawa ng'omwaka gunaggwako. Bifaaribule tujja kuzibawa okutagetinga sizoni eri endala egenda okutandika mu January, so tujja kuba nga nazo tuzibawa okugenda mu maaso. Naye ng'ekyo nakyo era nga kisinziira ku nsimbi obulimu bwazo naye nga omwaka gunaggwako buli muntu akujja kufuna ensimbi zaabwe. Ensimbi endala enkulu zenjagala okubagulira ze zikwatagana n'ebyamafuta. Tulina kampani ya gavumenti gye tuyita Uganda National Oil Company. Tugiwadde kakati mitoto biliyoni 6.72 ne biliyoni 3 nga zino ze ssente zetwabatera mu bajeti omwaka guno okubayamba okubeera nga basasula emigabo gya gavumenti mweri kampani ya hip-hop egenda okukola omudumu gw'amafuta okugatwala e Tanzania. So balina kapito waabwe webagenda okukozesa tumubawadde. Essente endala zez'okubeezaawo ebya security ebyobutebenkevu bw'eggwanga tubawadde biliyoni 3.5 ne miliyoni 10 nga zino kusinga zigenda mu minisitule ya defense bannaffe abalabirira UPDF amagye gaffe tubawadde biliyoni 18 ne miliyoni 3.6. Poliisi aba Uganda Police okukuuma obutebenkevu byonna n'ebibuga tubawadde biliyoni 64 ne miliyoni 5 kwoota eno. Aba Uganda Prison tubawa biliyoni 36 miliyoni 9. Abakiso n'abakeso abakesi ba Uganda n'ebweru abatuketera abakozi b'ebikolobero ne tubawa biliyoni 2.3 biliyoni 23 ne miliyoni 2.8 batukette bulungi. Abalala tekikwatagana ne pension bannaffe abakolera gavumenti ne bakola ki ne bawummula tubawadde sente zaabwe saagala kuwulira bannange yenna eyakolera gavumenti kitafunye pension. Ennaku zombi ezinabera 28 tubawadde biliyoni 2.65 ne miliyoni 9.5 okusobola okusasula pensioni z'abantu abo abakolera gavumenti ne bawummula kkooti eno, era zonna tuzibawadde. Nga ku zino kuliko ne pensioni waabo abafuuse ba scientists ne babongeza essente naye ne bawummula obwako. N'abasirikale baffe abo abali mu madaala aga waggulu abayongezebwa essente nabo era pensioni waabwe tumubawadde. Endala ssente enkulu zez'enguudo. Enguudo zaffe naddala ez'omu byalo ezeetaaga okulagirira n'ekitongole kyaffe ekyo ekya Uganda Road Fund tubawadde biliyoni 137 ne miliyoni 9 okusobola okulabirira enguudo zaffe. Aba Uganda Road Fund n'aba UNRA naye naddala Uganda Road Fund okulabira nga erabirira enguudo ezo zitannaba naddala kubeera na kolansi. Zibadde zikoseddwa nnyo enkuba n'ekirala kutukira kwooti ewedde tetwabawa ssente zimala naye twali twabongerayo ku ssente era nga bazikozesezza bajja kutulaga mu lipoota. Tubongedde kati essente eziwera babeere nga balabirira enguudo ezo era kugenda mu maaso tugenda kubanga okulabirira enguudo kiteekako nnyo. Endala tuziwadde aba National Medical Stores biliyoni 122 ne miliyoni 410 nga zino zakugenda kugula madagala mu malwaliro gaffe okubeera nti bannayuganda okunywa balamu. Ezisembayo wano enkulu ennyo eza minisitule y'ebyobulimi eya agriculture okuyambako mu sisoni eno ey'okusimba tubawadde miliyoni 3 ne miliyoni 2.73 zibeere nga zigenda mu bitongole eby'enjawulo okukola emirimu egyo okutumbula ebyobulimi. Kakati bwe tudda ku development budget, ssente zino zitukozesa nga zigenda butereevu okukulaakulanya eggwanga so si kuddukanya bitongole. Ekisookera ddala ye UNRA abakozi b'enguudo bannaffe abalabirira enguudo naddala ezituyita national roads eza kolansi n'eza mara tubawadde biliyoni 5.3 babeere kwote n'eyokubiri yokka babeere nga basobola okutwala projects zaffe maaso ez'okuza enguudo zaffe ogamba mu butebenkevu bwe zirina okubeera. Abalala ne ba minisitule ya energy ne mineral development bannaffe abakolera ku masannyalaze n'ebyomuttaka ebyobugagga by'omuttaka tubawadde biliyoni 2.5 nga zino zigenda strictly ku contracts eziri mu eyo ministry naddala mu byamasannyalaze n'ebyobugagga by'omuttaka. Abalala eba ministry ya works and transport tubawadde biliyoni 12 okusasula certificates zaabo abacontractors abakola ebintu eby'enjawulo mu ministry naddala enguudo bridges entindo n'ebirala. N'aba national airline yaffe eya Uganda Airlines ne tubawa biliyoni 5 basobole okubeera nga beddukanya airline eyo bulungi. Abalala eba minisitule ya water bannaffe abatusaako amazzi n'okuba nga bakuba ebyobutonde byaffe nga biri bulungi tubawadde eno ssente kirikwano bilioni 111 babeere nga basasula certificates ezo ze balina okusasula amazzi. Kakati nezira ku gavumenti ez'ebitundu local government tubawadde omutemwa gwa trillion akasiri kalamba ne bilioni 429 zibeere nga zibayambako okutuusa services ku bantu nga zino zigenda mu bitundu bino. Emisaala gy'abakozi ba local government bilioni 7 ne bilioni 7.3 zigenze ku misaala. Tetuyita nani wage kuddukanya local government tubawadde bilioni 2.65 ne milioni 7.2. Development ku local government banabo balina projects zetubawa okukola tubawadde bilioni 2.21 ne bilioni 7.9 okubeera nga baddukanya ebintu ebyo. Waliwo ne project etuyita eya USMID very popular eyo mu byalo USMID tubawadde bilioni 10.4 ne bilioni 2.8 okubeera nga baddukanya emirimu egyo. Kakati bannange ssente ezo okusingira ddala njagala okubira bannayuganda nti ebikwatagana n'ebyensoma amasomero gaffe kyetuyita capitation grants amasomero gonna ga Uganda tubawadde ssente zaago eza capitation grant okubeera nti abaana baffe tebataataaganyizibwa mu ttaamu yaabwe ey'okusatu ey'ensoma egenda okutandika yatandika natta mu Septemba so ssente zonna tuzireliizi. Endala ze grants za local governments development grants tuleliizinze ebitundutundu 33 ku buli 100 era otunaamalirako omwaka nga tuwadde ssente zonna eza USMID nazo nga bwe mbawulire tuzibawadde. Kakati bannange njagala okubabulirako nti nga tukola leerize tugambye abakozi baffe aba gavumenti naddala abavunaanyizibwa ku nsaasaanya y'ensimbi n'okuzirabira okubeera nga bino babiteekako essira. Ekisooka ekya local content bannayuganda abalina obusobozi okusapulayinga gavumenti balina okuweebwa enkizo nga batendalinga ebintu ebyo balina okusapulayinga. Kasita bibeera nga ebintu ebyo bannayuganda bye basapulayinga bituukaganye n'omutindo ogw'abannaffe aba Uganda National Bureau of Standards bwe balaga. Mwe abatalina mutindo ogwo bannange temugenda ne mukalumiriza bano abakozi ba gavumenti. Amateeka gagamba nti oyo yekka ali certified alina stampu eyo eya Uganda National Bureau of Standards yekka alina okwenyingira mu kusapulayinga gavumenti. Lwaki twagala ebintu ebiri ku mutindo? Ekirala ensasula y'emisaala ne pension twagiza kwebyo ebitongole ebisasula abakozi abo bali kubakolera. So tokola batwagala abantu abo babeere nga basasula emisaala gino ne pension mu budde era nga bwe bagambye omwezi guno ogw'ekumi bannange emyaka muzinga ofisa basasule bantu ennaku z'omwezi 28 zinaggwako ajja kubaziza bonnaboola. Nga maliriza twagala okuddamu okukubiriza ba-accounting officers baffe era namwe gye muli mu bitundu bagoberere ebitundu bigoberere babeere nga basasula ba service providers mu budde ba ssente ezo tuzibawadde baleme kubeera nga bongera amabanja ku gavumenti. Ekirala kwe kubeera nti enkalala z'abakozi ba gavumenti n'abo abawummula balina okusasulwa pension ziteekebwa ku mutimbagano awo ku kizimbe kya gavumenti kyetuyita notice board buli omu amanye nti be bano abakozi ba gavumenti mu kitongole kino era emisaala gyabwe ne pension gyafulumye. Ekyo tukikola lwabwerufu okulaba nti buli muntu yenna amanya nti bano be bakozi. Waliwo accounting officers abaganye okukola ekintu kino naye tunaatera okubaako kye tukola era njagala mutuwe feedback mu abantu emu naddala mu local government mutubuulire baani abo n'ebitongole ebirala bya gavumenti abatayagala kutuukiriza kiragiro kino. Ekisembayo kwe kubeera nti ebitongole byonna ebya gavumenti birina okusasula nga tebinaba nakukozi obanga byakafuna bbiri amazzi n'amasannyalaze nga bolaba bisasula ewaka. Atasasula bbiri y'amasannyalaze waka kiki ekibaawo bamusalako. Kaakati bonna abantu ba gavumenti bawadde ssente z'ebintu balina okusasula mu budde. Abo abanabeera nga tebasasudde mu budde ne bazidayibati abo ba service providers babajjeku kubanga essente bazirina lwaki tebasasula. N'ekisembayo bannange minisitule eno eya finance yenyumiriza nnyo era eyagala nnyo okubeera nti bajeti ya Uganda ekwatibwa mu ngeri enjerufu nga buli omu amanya ki ekirimu era bajeti tugitadde ku mmeeza awo buli omu alabe. Naye olwensonga nti bannayuganda tulina okujja ku mmeeza bajeti eno tugiteeka ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa minisitule. Tulina omutimbagano ogwa budget.go.ug. Buli munnayuganda yenna ng'oli ku ssimu yo bitulako olabe bajeti bwetambula. Ebibuuzo ebimu abantu beboogere simanyi lwaki tebabeera nga beebuuza ku mutimbagano ogwo. Tewetaaga kunoonya muntu yenna akola mu minisitule kugenda ku mutimbagano mu kibuga ekirina. Ebino bye mbasomedde wano already baataddeyo dda. So twagala okubeera nti bajeti eno njerufu era buli omu ng'ategeera kiki ekigenda mu maaso. Njagala okumaliriza nga mbasaba muteeke nnyo essira ekisookera ddala partnership government model okulaba nti ssente ezo zituuka ku bantu abo bennyini model beyayagala okutuukako. Bannaffe abo abatannaba kubeera mu ekonomi eno ey'essente nga pulezidenti bwe yatulagira ffenna. Era wiiki ejja prime minister wa Uganda ne minisita wange wa finance bajja kubeera nga balunkinga officially ssente zino zetugenda okusendinga okuva wano mu ministry nga zigenda direct. Era tujja kuba tutimba ku mitimbagano ebyo gye mbagamba zonna parishes za Uganda ne banka akawunti yaazo ne seneti zaalazo. Kaakati abo basibility reserve baleme kugalimba nti kaakati ssente zinaba kujja tubalaga ne date ssente ezo tetuzisendize. Nsaba bannayuganda mugoberere ssente ezo. Nsaba abo abalina ebirowoozo by'okuzikwatako babeere nga ebirowoozo ebyo babirowoozaako era oba bigenda kubaleetera obuzibu bw'amaanyi. N'ensaba bannayuganda bonna bagoberere n'abo bennyini abafunye ssente be baani era bazikozesa biki. Ssente ezo zirina kugenda mu development projects oba ebintu ebikulaakulanya abantu. So olifuna ssente n'agenda n'agula omufaliso omupya n'agenda n'agula bbiya. Essente zino zakwongera kutumbula ennyingiza y'amaka mwaba abantu naddala pulezidenti eyatulagira okubeera nga tufaako ennyo ababeera nga tebannaba kudda mu byanfuna bya Uganda. Ebyo mwebalire mwebalire ddala.
Thank you very much, PSSD. Thank you, our directors. Thank you, our government partners. Thank you, the media fraternity, and all invited guests. And also, we thank the DPI working group for being patient with us and being a part of us during this meeting.